Welcome to this video on the life and legacy of Johnny Rodriguez, one of the most influential and trailblazing figures in country music history. As the first major Mexican-American artist to break through in the genre, Rodriguez not only delivered a string of chart-topping hits but also helped reshape country music by blending traditional sounds with Latin influences. In this video, we'll take you through his remarkable career, from his early rise in the 1970s to his lasting impact on the country music landscape. You can expect a comprehensive look at his most notable achievements, including awards, chart successes, and performances, as well as the challenges he faced along the way. We'll also touch on his international touring, his contributions to cultural representation, and the continued recognition he's received well into the 21st century. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to his story, this video aims to celebrate Johnny Rodriguez's enduring influence on music and culture. Juan Raul Davis, Johnny Rodriguez was born on December 10, 1951, and passed away on May 9, 2025. He sang certain song verses in Spanish and was a Tejano and Texas country music performer who incorporated Latin elements into his songs. Rodriguez was one of the most popular male country music musicians of the 1970s and 1980s. He recorded several hit songs, including Desperado, You Always Come Back to Hurting Me, Down on the Rio Grande, and Foolin'. During his career, he had 6 #1 country hits. Johnny Rodriguez received numerous awards and honors throughout his career that reflect his groundbreaking contributions to the genre and his lasting cultural impact. In 1972, he was named Most Promising Male Vocalist by the Academy of Country Music, and in 1973, Billboard honored him with the Trendsetter Award for becoming the first Mexican-American artist to achieve national acclaim in country music. That same year, he earned 2 Country Music Association nominations, for Male Vocalist of the Year and Album of the Year for his debut, Introducing Johnny Rodriguez. Over the decades, he continued to be recognized for his influence, including his 2007 induction into the Texas Country Music Hall of Fame and the 2010 Institute of Hispanic Culture Pioneer Award. He was honored at the 1991 Tejano Music Awards for incorporating Latin sounds into his country repertoire and received a star on the South Texas Music Walk of Fame in 2017. His contributions to Texas music were further celebrated with the CMA of Texas Living Legend Award in 2020 and the Top of Texas Award in 2021. In 2022, he was inducted into the All Cowboy and Arena Champions Hall of Fame in Kerrville, Texas, and in 2023, he received the Ameripolitan Music Awards Master Award, recognizing his 6 #1 hits and significant role in shaping country music in the 1970s and 1980s. Rodriguez has also been honored by 3 U.S. presidents, Jimmy Carter, George H. W. Bush, and George W. Bush, and performed at George H. W. Bush's inaugural ball, underscoring his national prominence. An ongoing campaign for his induction into the Country Music Hall of Fame speaks to the enduring belief in the significance of his legacy as a trailblazer who bridged Hispanic and mainstream country music, leaving an indelible mark on the genre. He had a net worth of $5 million at the time of his death. Early life. Rodriguez was born on December 10, 1951, in Sabinal, Texas, into a Mexican-American family. In a 4-room home with 10 children, he was the second youngest. Rodriguez, who grew up in Sabinal, excelled academically and served as an altar boy for his church. In addition, he captained the football squad at his junior high school. Rodriguez lost his older brother, Andres, in a car accident the year after his father passed away from cancer when he was 16. Rodriguez became a disturbed teen as a result of the 2 events. At the age of 18, Rodriguez was arrested in 1969. Texas Ranger Joaquin Jackson, hearing him singing frequently in his cell, was impressed and notified promoter Happy Shahan about him. Although Jackson would subsequently claim that Rodriguez was imprisoned just for an unpaid fine, the conventional narrative is that he was detained when he and a few pals were discovered stealing and cooking a goat. Then, Shahan engaged Johnny to play at the Alamo Village, a popular tourist destination in his area. Country artists Bobby Bare and Tom T. Hall noticed him at one of his 1971 performances and urged the young performer to move to Nashville, Tennessee. The 21-year-old singer had just $14 in his pocket and a guitar when he got to Nashville. Hall quickly got a job writing songs and fronting Rodriguez's band. Rodriguez had an audition with Mercury Records less than a year later when Hall brought him to the Nashville division of the label. Following his performances of I Can't Stop Loving You and If I Left It Up to You, he received an offer from Mercury to sign a contract. After signing, he started recording in their facility in Nashville. Rodriguez's first wife was Linda Diane Patterson, a Conyers, Georgia, flight attendant with Southern Airways. Lana Nelson, the daughter of country music artist and songwriter Willie Nelson, was the subject of his second marriage in 1995. The duration of that marriage was 7 months. In 1998, he married Debbie McNeely, a San Marcos, Texas-based hair salon owner, and the two had a daughter, Aubrey Ray Rodriguez, who was born in April of the same year. Professional career. In 1972, he signed with Mercury, and his first song was Pass Me By, If You're Only Passing Through. That year, this recording reached number 9 on the Hot Country Songs list, demonstrating its success. Rodriguez rose to fame as a country singer, becoming the first well-known American of Mexican heritage. The Academy of Country Music's Most Promising Vocalist award in 1972. He had his first number 1 hit the following year with You Always Come Back to Hurting Me. Rodriguez wrote Ridin' My Thumb to Mexico, another song that year that also peaked at number 1. The Billboard Hot 100 featured both singles. His first album, issued in 1973, peaked at number 1 on the Top Country Albums chart. The CMA Awards nominated him for Male Vocalist of the Year. In addition to his fame in country music, he appeared as a guest on The Dating Game in 1974 and had a role on the television program Adam, 12. His 3 singles, I Just Can't Get Her Out of My Mind, Just Get Up and Close the Door, and Love Put a Song in My Heart, all peaked at number 1 on the country chart in 1975. For a large portion of the 1970s, Rodriguez remained successful on the country chart. Not only did he record his songs during this period, but he also covered songs like Something by George Harrison, Just Get Up and Close the Door by Linda Hargrove, Poison Red Berries by Mickey Newberry, and Texas Up Here Tennessee by Billy Joe Shaver. Rodriguez, like fellow country music artists Bobby Bare and Tom T. Hall, was regarded as a part of the outlaw country market by 1975. Despite the outlaw movement's decline in prominence in the late 1970s, Rodriguez was committed to maintaining his level of performance. He moved to Epic Records in 1979. He collaborated there with Billy Sherrill, a record producer. That year, Down on the Rio Grande, a country smash that peaked at number 6, becoming his first epic hit. Even though every song on the album was a cover, Rodriguez was the title of his first album released by the label. Rodriguez managed to stay in the top 20 with singles like Fools for Each Other and Wildlife Tell Virginia, while not making the top 10 consistently as he used to. Rodriguez was still a well-liked concert draw at the same time. However, because of his drug addiction, Rodriguez was also dealing with personal issues. He and Zella Lair performed a duet on the 1981 song, Most Beautiful Girl, La Chica Más Linda. Columbia Records published the single. His smash single Foolin' put him in the top 5 in 1983, and How Could I Love Her So Much followed in the top 10. He left Epic Records in 1986, though, since his success was waning by the middle of the 1980s. In 1987, Johnny Rodriguez signed with Capitol Records for a brief period, scoring his last major hit in 1988 with I Didn't Every Chance I Had, which peaked at number 12 on the country chart, before departing the label in 1989. In 1993, he released Run for the Border with Intersound Records, followed by You Can Say That Again in the mid-1990s under the indie label Hightone. Though he continued to tour and release music, such as the single One Bar at a Time, through Paula Records in 1996, his presence in the mainstream country scene had begun to fade. In August 1998, Rodriguez was involved in a tragic shooting incident at his Texas home, killing a 28-year-old acquaintance he mistook for a burglar. He was acquitted of murder in October 1999. Despite the personal turmoil, Rodriguez remained active, performing throughout the US and internationally in countries like Switzerland, Poland, the UK, South Korea, Canada, and Mexico, with notable appearances at venues such as the Ryman Auditorium and Carnegie Hall. In 2012, he released Johnny Rodriguez, Live from Texas, his first live album. His contributions to music were recognized with numerous honors, including performances for Presidents Jimmy Carter, George H.W. Bush, whose inaugural ball he played, and George W. Bush. He was inducted into the Texas Country Music Hall of Fame in 2007 and received the Institute of Hispanic Culture Pioneer Award in 2010 for being the first major Hispanic artist in country music. Illness and cause of death. Johnny Rodriguez died on May 9, 2025, at age 73, after entering hospice care earlier that week. The exact illness, treatment details, and duration are not specified in available sources, which only note that he passed away from unspecified health complications. The shift to hospice care suggests a terminal condition, but no precise cause of death is documented. For further details, you might consider checking more recent news outlets or official statements from his family, as additional information may have emerged after May 11, 2025. That's it about Johnny Rodriguez. Share with your family and friends. Give us a like and comment and share your thoughts. As always, stay blessed.